All right, let's just jump right in. Have you ever done this? You try to meditate, maybe just take a quiet minute for yourself, and suddenly your heart is pounding, your mind's going a million miles an hour. It's so frustrating, right? This whole paradox where trying to relax actually makes you more anxious. So in this explainer, we're going to get to the bottom of why that happens.
You know, this isn't just some abstract idea. It's a super personal thing for so many people. This is from a real email someone sent to a therapist, and wow, it just captures that confusion perfectly. You're doing everything you're supposed to, you're trying to let go, and boom, you're hit with this wave of emotion. It can really feel like you're failing at relaxing, but trust me, you are not alone in this.
And get this, it's not just a few people. Check this out. In a recent poll, a whopping 61% of people said that trying to relax actually made them feel anxious or guilty or even panicky. So yeah, this isn't some rare thing. It's a huge, widespread experience. The real question is, what on earth is going on?
Well, there's actually a name for it: relaxation-induced anxiety. It's exactly what it sounds like, when the very things that are supposed to make you feel better, like meditation or just some self-care time, totally backfire and make you feel worse. It happens in about 15% of the general population, but it's way more common if you're already dealing with something like anxiety or depression. So let's dig into the reasons why. Okay, first up, let's talk about our own internal security team, our nervous system. The thing is, sometimes it has some very, very good reasons for staying on high alert, even when we're consciously trying to tell it to, just chill out.
So here's the crucial part. Our bodies, they keep the score. They remember. If you've been through trauma, like past emotional abuse, your nervous system gets locked into that fight or flight mode. Your muscles tighten up, ready for action. And even if you're totally safe now, that response can become a default setting, like a habit stored in your body as chronic tension. So when you try to relax, it's like a tripwire. Your body's internal alarm system just starts blaring, whoa, 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 it is not safe to let your guard down.
And this just lays out that internal battle so clearly. On one side, you've got the safety state. That's where we can be open, connected, but yeah, also vulnerable. And then on the other side, you've got the activated state, which is where a lot of us can get stuck, always guarded, always hypervigilant. So for someone whose system is used to living on the right side of this chart, trying to move over to the left feels incredibly exposed and just dangerous.
Now this is fascinating. It's called the contrast avoidance model. Basically, it's our subconscious mind thinking, you know what? It's actually safer to just stay a little bit worried all the time. That way, if something bad happens, it won't be such a huge, crushing blow. Worry actually becomes this kind of protective armor. And trying to relax, well, that means taking off the armor, and that can feel terrifying.
So let's move into our next section, because it's not just about our body's wiring. The thoughts in our head, the beliefs we've picked up, and our own habits, they play a massive role in accidentally sabotaging our own peace.
Does any of this sound familiar? Our society basically screams at us that our value is tied to how productive we are. So we end up with these deep-seated beliefs that resting is lazy, that being busy makes us worthy. This can trigger some serious guilt, because if we stop moving, we might feel like we're not good enough, which to our brain can feel like a real threat.
And here's a huge common mistake we all make. We think meditation or relaxation means we have to force our mind to go completely blank. And the second a thought pops in, we get so frustrated thinking we've failed. But that's not the goal at all. The actual practice is what's called non-striving. It's about learning to just watch your thoughts and feelings show up without judging them. If you try to wrestle your mind into submission, I promise you it is always going to backfire.
Okay, this one really hits home. Your nervous system prefers a familiar hell to an unfamiliar heaven. Just think about that for a second. If you've spent years being tense and anxious, that state, as awful as it is, becomes your normal. It's familiar. So a state of genuine calm can feel so weird, so alien, that your body just automatically rejects it. It's a deeply ingrained habit. And breaking it means being willing to sit in that weird, uncomfortable feeling for a bit.
And of course, there are a couple of other triggers worth mentioning. Sometimes, the second you get quiet, a real-world problem you've been pushing away, like money stress, just comes roaring to the surface. Your anxiety might actually be a signal that you need to take action on something. And for others, especially those with ADHD, the focus required for slow activities can be a serious challenge, making the act of relaxing feel like another hard job.
All right, so we've looked at the problem from a bunch of different angles. Now for the important part. Let's talk solutions. What can we actually do to make relaxation feel safer and, more possible?
So here's a really powerful way to reframe the whole thing. First, instead of fighting the feeling, just get curious about it. Let the anxiety or sadness come up and just ask, hey, what are you trying to tell me? Second, start to clarify and challenge those beliefs we talked about. Is it really true that you're a bad person for resting? What do you actually value? And third, again, practice non-striving. Remember, the goal isn't to feel relaxed, it's to get better at just being with whatever you're feeling.
So, after going through all of this, from our body's protective instincts to all those cultural pressures, what's the one big idea we should walk away with? Let's boil it all down to one final, really crucial thought.
And here it is. This is the big idea. Maybe we've had the goal wrong the whole time. What if the real work isn't about forcing ourselves to feel calm? What if it's actually about gently and patiently teaching our nervous system that it's finally safe enough to let its guard down? When you make that one little shift, from trying to feel good to trying to feel safe, the whole practice changes. It stops being another task to get right and starts being an act of self-compassion.